Proverbs continued. Wow. Starve together, eat together, stay, everything flows and nothing stays. Stay a while and news will find you. Steal the hog and give him the feet and arms. Steal everything, not my reputation. Who steals my purse steals trash. Step after step, the ladder is ascended. The greatest step is that out of doors. Is the stern chase is a long chase. Stick, there is a friend that stick closer than a brother. The stick is the surest peacemaker. Speak softly and carry a big stick, you will go far. Stiff opinion always in the wrong. Stifles the voice of flesh. Still waters turns no well. Still waters run deep. The sting is in the tail. The stitch in time saves knife. Stolen braid stirs the opposite. Stolen pleasures are sweetest. Stolen good run quicker than the theft. He has two stomachs to eat and one to work. He that is without sin among you, let him cast the first stone at her. A stone is a bell, is not lost. A stone falls, do not a prison make, nor iron bars a cage. Put a stool in the sun when one knave rises, another comes. He who would stop every man's mouth must have a great deal of need. Sudden storms are short, a storm is a teacup. As you are stout, be merciful. A straight stick is crooked in the water, a straight fare may hide much. Straw tells which way the wind blows. He gives straw to his dog and bones to his ass. Straw shows which way the wind blows. Strength is made perfect in weakness. Stretch your arm no further than your sleeve will raise your stretch without a halter. Stretch your legs according to your coverlet. The strict indeed withdraws himself to die. Strict law is often great injustice. Strike the iron while it is hot. Strike while the iron is hot. It is ill striving against the steam. Small strokes fell great oaks. Study sickness while you are well. Study to be useful. Study what you must affect. He that studies his content wants it. A stumble may prevent a fall. It is better to be stumped by a nettle than picked by a rose. Style is the dress of thoughts. Style is a man. There is but one step from the sublime to the ridiculous. Submit to the will of God. Success has many fathers, while failure is an orphan. Success is sweetest when one. Success makes a fool seem wise. Success is never plain. Success is a beginning, such an ending. Such a carpenter, such a welcome, such a farewell, such is a government, such is a people. Sudden joy kills sooner than excessive grief. Sudden friendship, sure repentance. Sudden ruin overtakes the wicked. Suffer in order to know. Toil in order to have. Suffer to make the mind strong. Make the mind strong. Suffer and expect. Suffer the ill and do for the good. Suffering for double friendship. Suffering for our reasons. Lessons. Suffering is a lot of man. The suit is best. That best fits me. Summer is seemly a time. Everybody worship the rising sun. No sun without the shadow. The sun has set. No night has followed. He could have sung well before he broke his left shoulder with whistling. He subtle who eats all at dinner. Sure and unsure are not all one. It is good to be sure toilet again, quoth the miller. You surely want a surety. A man never serves peace of too much honesty. Surplus wealth is sacred trust. He that is surprised with the first frost feels it all the winter after. Suspicion always wants to weak mind. Suspicion is a child of a weak mind. Suspicion has double eyes. One swallows does not make a summer. The swan sings when death comes. He that will swear will lie. Swearing came in at the head and is going out at the heel. Sweet before your own door. Sweet is the apple when the keeper is away. Sweet without sweet, sweet to the sweet. Sweet wine makes the sharpest vinegar. Sweet discourse makes short days and nights. Sweet to the sweetest farewell. Sweet is revenge, especially to women. Sweet is the fruit of patience. Sweet things are bad for the teeth. Sweetheart and bad pudding. He who swells in prosperity will shrink in adversity. Who swims in sin shall sink in sorrow. The pen is mightier than the sword. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sword of common sense, our surest protection. Sympathy without relief is like the mustard without beef. Table drops more than a thief. Let the tail follow the skin. The tailor must cut 3 sleeves of every woman's gown. Tailors and writers must mind the fashion. Take away my good name and take away my life. Take all and play all. Take time to be great. Take your hands to feed your cat. Take heed of the words of the wise. Take things as you find them. Take the sweet with the sour. I've taken the most, says the book. Take away fuel. Take away bread. Take time for the law. Take heed of the many. The advice of few, a tale never loses in the telling, and the tale of the two trends. True talent is taking pains. Concealed talent brings no reputation. Talent is developed in retirement. Talk of the war, but do not go to it. Talk is but talk. There is more talk than trouble. Talk is cheap. Talking comes by nature, silence by understanding. Talking pays no toll. Talking is not always to converse. Tall hopes from little a corn grows. Good taste is a flower of good sense. Tastes differ. You cannot teach old dogs new tricks. Each one teach one. Tears are sometimes as mighty as words. As witty as words, tears and mortal miseries are vain. Tears are summer shoots to soul. Teaching others teaches yourself. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Must I tell you the tell and find your ears to tell not all you know, nor do all you can. Temperance is the best side eaten bread. It's always term time in the court of conscience. Thank you for nothing. Thank you. That is all my eye. Then go and remember your mother. There are good and bad everywhere. There is no little enemy. There is a business everywhere. There is a snake everywhere. There is honor among thieves. There is no happiness without virtue. They are rich who have true friends. They take a long day that never fade. They love too much that die for love. They say so it's half a lie. They blame one time and dance another. Thick wine is better than clear water. Set a thief to catch a thief. One thief knows another. Thieves are never rogues among themselves. All are not thieves that dogs bark at. Thieves quarrel and theft are discovered. Things done cannot be undone. Things well fitted abide. God's sons are things. Think with the wise, but talk with the vulgar. Think much, speak little, and write less. Think no evil, think of ease, but work on. Think first and then speak. Think well of all men. Think today and speak tomorrow. Thinking is not knowing. Thus mix wine out of water. This mortal being only can decay. This world is full of madmen. Those who have known grief seldom seen sad. Those who have ears to hear my fear. Though love is blind, yet it's not for want of eyes. Though justice has leaden feet, it has leaden hands. Great thoughts come from heart. Thoughts vain sobers, said when drink. Thoughts are stranger visitors from space. Thousand drink themselves to death before one dies of thirst. The threads break where it is weakest. Threatened folks live long. Threats without power are like power without power. They may keep counsel of too many. They may keep a secret if two of them are dead. Three may keep it a difference if two are dead. Three may counsel if two be away. Thrift is a blessing if men steal it not. Thrift is a good revenue. Through thick and thin, through dirt enough and some stick. Throw not your eggs so far you can't get it back. While the thunder lasted, it was bad men for friends. Time and tide wait for nobody. The tide keeps its course. Time works wonders. Time passes like the wind. Time works wonders. Time is anger's medicine. Time is money. Time flies. Time is an unpaid advocate. Time is a river without banks. Time kills all things. Time goes, death comes. Time heals all wounds. There is a great healer. Time subdues all things. Time brings roses. Time and tide wait for no hand. Time lost cannot be recalled. Time leave blossom. Time leave quit. Toasted cheat had no master. Today must borrow nothing of tomorrow. Today's egg is better than tomorrow. Today's wedding is superior to working. Toil is prayer. The blessing of earth is toil. Tolerance is the best religion. Tolerance is truth. Tomorrow's sun to thee may never rise. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is another day. Tongue is sharper than word. This tongue is no slender. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Too much of everything is bad. Too much cordial will destroy. Too much liberty spoils all. Too much cunning undoes. Too many eggs in one basket. Too much water drowns the miller. Too much bed makes a dull head. Too much consulting confounds. Too late to spare when all is spent. Touch wood is sure to conquer. Touch not another man's money, for the most honest never added to it. As the touchstone tries gold, so gold tries man. God made the country and man made the town. Trade is the mother of money. Travel broadens the mind. Travel teaches toleration. Travel is the best part of education. Tread on the worm and it will turn. A tree is known by the fruit it bears. Like tree, like fruit. Three eats but one. Troy was not taken in a vain. True love is a try when people abide. True blood may not lie. True wisdom is the price of happiness. Trust not a horse's heel, nor a dog's tooth. Trust in God and keep your power dry. Trust is the mother of deceit. Trust not that finger in the fool's mouth. Trust none better than thyself. Truth lies at the bottom of a well. Truth fears no colors. Truth fears no colors. Truth never perishes. Truth stretches but never breaks. Truth and sweet oil always come to the top. Truth will prevail. Truth will out. Truth never fears investigation. Truth needs not many words. Truth is stranger than fiction. Try your friend before you have need of him. Try before you trust. Try the eyes before you venture on him. Every tub must stand on its own bottom. On the top, all men are equal, and in the return, the money in your pocket when you hear the cuckoo. Two wrongs do not make a right. Two of a trade can never agree. Two captains sink the ship. Two eyes can see many more than one. Two good things are better than one. Two sorrows of one make not. Two heads are better than one. Two blacks will never make a white. It is a good time the sag before it is people. A tyrant is thrown in lonely pride. A tyrant is most tyrant to himself. Tyranny is far the worst treachery where law and tyranny begins. Wow. Unbelief. Beautiful, beautiful. God, love it. Unbelief, my Lord, I do not believe, help thou my unbelief. Unbidden and unbidden guests know not where to sit. The glorious uncertainty of the law. Under the good cloak may be a bad man, and the want were mine. Under snow bread, under the thorn grow roses. Understanding, who has not understanding, let him have legs. Understands proverbs and parables, who understands ill answers ill. Unforeseen, it is unforeseen that always happens. Better an ugly face than an ugly mind. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. United we stand, divided we fall. All your strength is in your union, all your danger is discord. In discard, union is strength, unkissed, unkind, unknown, unkissed, unlucky in love, lucky at play. Things unreasonable are never beautiful. Unsound minds like unsound bodies. If you feel you poison. Better born untaught than ill-taught. You can call a man no worse than unthankful. Drift is as bad as upthrift. Until death there is no knowing what may be good. He is unworthy to live who lives only for himself. He is unworthy of life that causes not life. And another let us then be up and doing when the heart for any faith. Up the hill favor me, down the hill beware thee. Upon my life at home depends my character abroad. Use not today what tomorrow may want. Use legs and have legs, use sticks. Makes preferences, perfectness. Use the means and God will give the blessing. Yesterdays, purses and women's pockets are never satisfying. Vacant, the loud laugh speaks the vacant mind. Nature utters a vacuum. No great man lives in vain when glory blossoms but never bears. Valiant fools were made by nature for the wise to work with. A valiant man's look is more than a coward's sword. Valor would fight, but discretion would run away. Discretion is better part of the valor. Valor can do little without discretion. Vanity of vanity is always vanity. Variety is the spice of life. Variety is charming. Variety is the source of joy. Variety turns existence into living. Varnishing hides the cracked vengeance, though it comes with leaden feet, strikes with ardent hands. Vengeance is a dish that should be eaten cold. There is no venom to that of the tongue. When you're little, hazard little, vessels large may venture more. Venture a small fish to catch a great one. God to me, it seems, is a verb. The word is a verb and the verb is God. The greatest vessel had but this measure. Wheel after wheel will lift, but there must be wheel upon wheel behind. Wise will extend the noblest race. Wise are learned without a master. Wise is often clothed in virtue's habit. Victory belongs to the most possible preserving. It is a great victory that comes without blood. Of all virtues, drink vengeance follows. Virtue is only true nobility. Virtue in all things itself. Virtue never grows old. Virtue is its own reward. Virtue and happiness are mother and daughter. Virtue all agree, but vices fight one another. Where there is no vision, people perish. The voice is the best in music. The voice of the people is the voice of God. was made in storm or forgotten in calms. I am about to take my last voyage a great leap in the dark. Vulgarity in manners defies garment more than mine. Wages of sin is death. Be content with your wages. Everything comes to those who wait, be washed. Not wake, not a sleeping lion. Walk strictly within the grooves of your duties. Wants have ears. Want of care admits despair. Want is the mother of industry. No want, no work. Want is the worst of all. The more you have, the more you want. War is swift to those who know them not. War is the sport of kings. War is the defeat. Wars bring scars. War is the science of destruction. War is the negation of truth of humanity. He forms too near that burns. He that is warm thinks also. You wash but link with ink. Link. Rest not, want not. Water is the only drink for the wise man. Water is wet. Water always runs down. Water is thinner than blood. The way to heaven is a light in every place. The way to be safe is never to be secure. Where there is will, there is way. There are some ways to be wood than one. Weak things united become strong. Weak food best. It fits weak stomachs. The weakest goes to the wall. Wealth is enemy to health. Wealth is enemy to health. Wealth makes waver. Wealth is best known to want. All the weapons of war will not harm fear. Wear a horn and blow it not. No weather is ill if the wind be still. Wedlock is bad luck. Weeds want no sowing. Weep and weep alone. Laugh and the world will laugh with you. Wait justly and send dearly. Weigh not what you dog is, but what is given there. Wait and measure, take a quick stride. Well begun is half done, well done, soon done. All's well that ends well. East to west, home is the best. What is enough is never little. What is just and right is Lord's. What is well done is done soon enough. What is not sin is no shame. What will be shall be. What is new cannot be true. What you have hold. What will be. When the stomach is full, the heart is glad. When to play, one must lose. When in doubt, do nothing. When an old dog lets lock out. When a friend asks, there is no tomorrow. When things are at the worst, they were meant. When you are well, keep as you are. When the cat is with the mice will play. Your heart is true, your voice will do, your health. Well, dear friends, where there is a will, there is a peace. God is well, there is peace. Where there are reeds, there is water. Where hearts are true, few words will do. Where bees are, there is honey. Where there is life, there is hope. While the pot boils, friendship blooms. White silver draws black lies. White hands cannot hurt. Who thinks often of death and does nothing worthy of life. Who lives well dies well. Who shall keep the keepers? Who make the friends of all keep none. Who nothing have shall nothing save. Who heads not gain must expect loss. Who is wealthy and free is rich. Who would be loved must love. Why keep a dog and bark yourself? Wickedness with beauty is the devil's wedded. Wickedness proceeds from the wicked. Wide of the walk, the mark. Wide will veer, but narrow will tear. Wife and children are the wills of charges. Next to no wife, a good wife is best. Wife and children are hostages given to fortune. Where there is a will, there is a way. Wildest coat makes the best horses. Wild and stout never wants to start. Wild often do not hold scars. Willows are weak, yet divine are the worthy. Win at first and lose at last. Absence is to love what the wind is to fire. As the wind blows, you must set yourself. Wine and wealth change wise men's manners. Wines are at first and lose at last. Wine will not keep in a foul vessel. Wine and women make fools of everybody. Winter eats that summer provides. Winter summers here, winter finds out what summers lay up. Wisdom was the daughter of the knowledge by reflection. Wisdom had one foot on land and another on sea. Wisdom is the sunlight of the soul. Wise men change their minds, fools never. Wise men propose, and fools determine. Wise men cannot for what they cannot have. Wise men learn more from fools than fools from wise men. Wishes can never fill the sack. Wishes are never fools. Whatever fools wishes won't wash dishes. Wit walk where will is bent. Wit what is better than taught. With all the knowledge know thyself. With mirth and laughter let the wrinkles come. With money you would not know yourself. Withhold not the wages of the poor. Without a friend the world is a wilderness. Without danger you do not get beyond danger. Without house, it's no home. Without health, it's not life. Life is useless. Without knowledge, it's no sin. Without money, without fear, without test, food is best. Without luck, ability is nothing. Woe to the house where there is no children. Woe unto them. that call evil good and good evil. Women want the best first and the best always. Women always in extremes. Women have the last word. Women are necessary. With women in different are dangerous pills. A 9-day wonder. Wonders will never cease. The woo is a pleasure to a young man, a fruit and a false and old. Wood half burnt is easily kindled. There's no wool so white, but a dyer can make it black. Word by word, the great books are made. A word is enough to the wise. Words paid no depths, words are winds. Words cut more than swords. The better workman, the worse husband. Workmen are easier found than master. Workmen, works and not words are the fruits of love. Work is worship. Worst things happen at sea. Birth is more important than birth. Worth makes the man. Worthiness. Worthless is the advice of fools. A soft answer tends away wrath. The tiger of wrath are wiser than the horse of instruction. Learn to write well or not to write at all if you wish to be a writer wise. True ease in writing comes from art, not by chance. The poor are always in the wrong. Two wrongs do not make a right. The absent always in the wrong. You may thank God your father was born before you. You are only as